Hi, my name is Fred Koo, also the Hope Ambassador, like your good self. I will never forget our one goal, one mission, and that is to help as many people as possible to live a better and happy life. And I hope that you are pursuing that one goal, one mission. Now, in fact, it only takes 5 minutes a day to help you grow your Hope organization by simply sharing to at least one person a day using only 5 minutes of your time. Today's topics on the Hope Program Personal Improvement Educational System, or PIES. We would like to share with you the basic virtues you need to practice to live a better and happy life, and also becoming a better person for your family, your friends, and society. So it starts with honesty and integrity. Now, truthfulness, integrity, and goodness form the essence of manly character. He who possesses these qualities, along with sense of purpose, carries with him a power which is irresistible. He is strong to do good, strong to resist evil, under difficulty and also misfortune. It is in misfortune that the character of the upright person shines forth brightest. When all else fails, he relies on his integrity and courage. Remember that. He relies on his integrity and courage. So integrity in words and deeds is the backbone of character. Integrity in words and deeds is the backbone of character. Now, loyal adherence to truth it is what called the most prominent characteristic. Loyal adherence to truth is its most prominent characteristic in honesty and integrity. Now, there is a truthfulness in action as well as in words, which is essential for uprightness of character. We all know some of the very prominent and successful leaders who are not too meticulous when it comes to ethics. It is amazing how bright they are in some areas, so how they can motivate people, but are still motivated by greed themselves. So you should not be motivated by greeds. Okay? You should be motivated by ethics. So greed does not have a way, greed does have a way of blurring and making fuzzy one's ethics. So greed does have a way of blurring your ethics. And the other one is followed by morality and ethics. The very basic virtue of living a better and happy life is the morality and ethics. Now, belief in high morals means having a personal philosophy based on the ability to know right from wrong. So what we believe about right or wrong affects our thinking and shapes our character traits. So morals are a philosophy. Morals are a philosophy. So practicing ethics are the high standard of honest and honorable dealings based on your or our morals. Ethics are a set of basic working tenets for life and business. How we act and what we do, our methods of functioning, and how we apply our morals is our ethical behavior. Ethics are application towards a basic virtue. The stronger our behavior, the better leaders we become. Now, if you make a list of words that relates to ethics, it would include something like morals, integrity, honesty, values, trust, duty, virtue, truth, decency, courage, prudence, loyalty, honor, goodness, fidelity, and conscience. So ethics represents actions based on the concept of right and wrong. Then it comes with love, hope, faith, and belief. Hope and faith help you to walk with all men, both the saints and the sinners, or the good and the bad, and still remain the master of your own faith. You can be walking with the good and the bad, but you still maintain or remain as the master of your own faith, the captain of your own soul. So they keep their ego alert and active. You have to keep your ego alert and active, and yet humble and grateful. So faith in yourself and faith in God are the key to mastery of fear. Now, the power of thought is the only thing over which any person has complete, unquestionable control. A fact so astounding that it connotes a close relationship between the mind of a man and the universal mind of infinite intelligence. It is the connecting link between the two being faith. So if there is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see, it is the language of love. So there are too many counterfeit forms of love, and too many people who say, I love you because I need you, or I love you because I want you. Now, such possessive forms of love are not real. Such possessive forms of love are not real. Now, they seek to get something from the other person instead of giving something. Okay? They seek to get something out of the person instead of giving something. So, ladies and gentlemen, love is patient and kind. It is not jealous or conceited or proud. Love is not ill-mannered or selfish or irritable. Love does not keep a record of the wrongdoings. Love is not evil, but is happy with the truth. So love never gives up, and its faith, hope, and patience never fail. That is what love is all about. Now, to accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. That means we must not only take action, we must dream about the actions that we are going to take. And not only just make plans, but we need to believe in our plan. Okay? Now, the person who has faith in God, even though his problem remains unchanged, some say my prayer is not answered, but they still, okay, gain victory over it. Okay? They still gain victory over it. So faith is indeed the greatest miracle working power imaginable. Now, faith never fails a person. We fail when we give up on our faith. So love and freedom goes together. Now, you cannot choose one and leave the other. Now, a man who knows freedom is full of love. A man who knows love is always willing to give freedom. Now, if you cannot give freedom to the person you love, then to whom can you give freedom? Now, giving freedom is nothing but trusting. Giving freedom is nothing but trusting. Freedom is an expression of love. Now, you see a bird on the wing in the sky or in the sun, and it looks so beautiful, and attracted by its beauty, you decided to catch it and put it into your golden cage. Now, do you think you have caught the same bird, that beautiful bird that was flying in the sky? No. Because superficially, yes, it is the same bird which was flying in the sky, but deep down, it is not the same bird. Because Where is the sky in the cage? Or where is its freedom? Where is its freedom? So though this golden cage may be valuable to you, but it's not valuable to the bird. For the bird to be free in the sky is the only valuable thing in life. And the same is true about human beings. The same is about human beings. You can be very rich and successful, but staying in a passionate of your own. But you will not experience love, you will not experience freedom if you do not help enough people to also live a carefree life or a life with freedom. So faith is the basis of all miracles and all mysteries, which cannot be analyzed by the rules of science. Faith is a basic of all miracles and mysteries. Okay? No science can analyze it. Faith is the only antidote for failure. Faith is the only antidote for failure. Faith is the element, the chemical, which when we mix with prayer or the asking, will give you one direct communication with infinite intelligence. So faith is the element which transform the ordinary vibration of thought created by the finite mind of man into spiritual equivalent. Now, faith is the only agency through which the cosmic force of infinite intelligence can be harnessed and used by man. Still another mental and spiritual medicine is that of hope. Still another mental and spiritual medicine is that of hope. And now, abide hope, faith and love. Now every day, send down into your mind these three great awesome words: faith, hope, and love. And your health, your problem, your pain, okay, will be stimulated. So in reality, sharing of affection, perfect relationships do not just involve sharing your strengths. They involve trying to confront and satisfactorily manage your own and others' vulnerabilities and anxieties. There can be strength in these two. Okay, there can be strength in these two by sharing, okay, others or manage others' vulnerabilities itself and anxiety. Now, love is defined as making choices that affirm both yourself and others in your relationship. This is giving yourself, which may entail receiving another's love. However, our main focus is on the messages you send rather than those that you receive. So such love is expressed in your daily choices with a range of people and not just in your intimate relationships. Now, to the extent that your thoughts, feelings, and actions affirm rather than hurt others, you are a loving person. Now, believers are aggressive. They are positive. They know that bigness can be created from smallness. Now, a big oak tree comes from an acorn itself. So believers are thinkers. They never spend their time being emotional about how badly off they are. They never clutter their minds with negative thoughts. They think positively and believe. And so good ideas come. And often those ideas turn into blessing for humanity. So either we believe in love, virtue, and hope, or we believe in hate, evil, and hopelessness. So if you have got the faith, God's got the power. So love cures the sender and the receiver. Now, hope is holding on, praying expectantly. Okay, it never gives up, and it never quits. So be a believer in God, a believer in people, a believer in your family, a believer in your friends, and a believer in the future. And most importantly, be a believer in yourself. Now, love will always dissolve pain, and trust is the universal lubricant. Okay? Love will always dissolve pain, and trust is the universal lubricant itself. So, next is the self-discipline. We'll talk about the self-discipline. So, voluntarily habit building is self-discipline in its highest and noblest form of application. And all voluntary positive habits are the products of willpower directed toward the attainment of definite ends. So self-discipline is the principle by which one may voluntarily shape the patterns of thought to harmonize with its aim and purposes. So the privilege carries with it a heavy responsibility, because it is the one privilege which determines more than all others the position in life which each man shall occupy. Okay? So self-discipline is the basic ingredient of what? Self-control ingredient or self-respect. Now, even if he is the person in charge, he will not necessarily be the leader. Because self-discipline means, at its most personal level, that you do not attempt to deceive yourself. Always be careful what you think. You need to practice self-restraint in your private life. Remember that a person's opinion of himself eventually shows in his face and is reflected in his outward behavior. Now, a true leader exercises self-discipline through controlling his thoughts and action. Okay? When he believes that no one else can see him. Okay? This is a true leader. Okay? Trust. Trustworthiness. Next is the trustworthiness. Trust means a firm believer in the honesty and reliability of another. It implies a confident belief in another's trustworthiness. So trust involves being confident that the other person will abide by the formal and informal rules of your relationship, even when out of your presence. So untrustworthy behavior which is obvious to you includes breaking promises and commitments that you can check on, or that they can check on. So we, as a Hope Ambassador, we must practice trustworthiness and not untrustworthy behavior. We mustn't make promises that we cannot deliver. And we need to commit ourselves to every Hope Ambassador in your organization. Because untrustworthy behavior that may deceive you or others include lies, breaking confidence, and cheating on you with a third party. That's your relationship. Okay? Now, in developing and maintaining relationship, you too need to demonstrate your trustworthiness. You too need to demonstrate your trustworthiness. You need to deliver what you promise. You must commit. You need to show characteristics like honesty, reliability, acceptance, and commitment. Now, if you are mean, suspicious, uncaring, hostile, and selfish, people are unlikely to view you as a trustworthy Hope Ambassador. Now we come to forgiveness. Now, to forgive the others does not necessarily mean that you like him or want to associate with him. Nobody can be compelled to like someone. Neither can a government legislate goodwill, love, peace, or tolerance. But we can, however, love people without liking them. We can love people without liking them. Love means wishing for the other good health, happiness, peace, joy, and all the blessing of life. There is only one prerequisite, and that is sincerity. So when you wish for, you wish with sincerity. Okay? You are not being magnanimous when you forgive. Okay? You mustn't be magnanimous when you forgive. And then you are really being selfish, because what you wish for the others, you are actually wishing for yourself. So when you wish bad things for the person that you dislike, it goes back to you, it bounces back to you. So always wish good things for all other people, and that wishes will come back to you. It will bounce back to you. And forgiveness of others is essential for mental peace and a radiant health. So you must forgive everyone who has hurt you if you want perfect health and happiness. Now, forgive yourself by getting your thoughts in harmony with a divine law and order. You cannot really forgive yourself completely until you have forgiven others first. Next is about kindness, gentleness, and cheerfulness. Now, cheerfulness gives elasticity to the spirit. Difficulties cause no despair, for they are met with hope. Thus, the mind acquires that happy disposition to improve opportunities, which rarely fails to bring success. Now, the fervent spirit is always a healthy and happy spirit. It works carefully and stimulates others to work. It works cheerfully and stimulates others to work. It confers dignity on even the most ordinary occupation. Okay? It confers dignity on even the most ordinary occupations. Now, cheerfulness, no doubt, goes a long way to contribute to the success of work. Now, if a person works under stress, worries too much, lives in anxiety and fear, he suffers a breakdown in his health. So therefore, the converse must be true. If a man is cheerful all the time, if there is love, faith, hope within him, he shall overcome illness. Now, if stress, anxiety, fear, worry pulls a man down, faith, hope, love, and laughter should lift him up. Faith, hope, love, and laughter should lift him up. Kindness is words that creates confidence. Kindness is thinking which creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates loves. Now, hatred paralyzes life, but love releases it. Hatred confuses life, but love harmonizes it. So hatred darkens one's life, but love illuminates it. That's the beauty of becoming kind, gentle, and being cheerful. So if I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life the aching, or cool one's pain, or help on fainting robins onto its nest again, I shall not live in vain. If I can help one person to live a better and happy life, I shall not live in vain. If I can make my family happy and better, I shall not live in vain. If I can help my friend to also live a better and happy life, I shall not live in vain. Okay, I shall not live in vain. Next we come to humility. Okay, humility. Now, true humility is simply egolessness. Okay, true humility is simply egolessness. Now, it is dropping all personality and the declarations that you have accumulated around, and just being like any small child who does not know who he is, who does not know anything about the world. He has come back the full circle of his childhood innocence. He is full of wonders. He sees mysteries everywhere. He collects stones and seashells on the beach and rejoices as he has found diamonds and emeralds and rubies. So humility begets blessings that lift a person high in the sky. Thereafter, that person cannot be harmed. That person cannot be harmed. He cannot be envied. He cannot be possessed by the subtle ego. These are the advantages of humility. So humility includes sweet tongue. A humble man, a servant, cannot be harsh in his utterance. He always speaks in a manner that pleases the Higher One. Now when the Higher One is pleased, He grants His grace. So pleasure of Higher One is a great thing, and the seeker who gets it is going to be very lucky. And what other way than to help someone to live a better and happy life? Okay, you have pleased the Higher One. Now humility, politeness, and forgiveness are the attributes of the Higher One. That is to say, these are divine attributes. Now, to talk rudely, to bear anger, and to hurt others are the attributes of demons. They are devilish. Courage. Okay? It takes courage to be a real winner. Not a winner in the sense of beating out someone else by always insisting on coming on top, but a winner at responding to life. It takes courage to experience the freedom that comes with autonomy, courage to accept intimacy and directly encounter other persons. Okay, directly encounter other persons. Now, courage to choose authenticity over approval and to choose it again and again. Courage to accept the responsibility of your own choice. And indeed, courage to be the very unique person you really are. Now, new ways are often ways, and as what Robert Frost expressed it, courage is the human virtue that counts most. Courage to act on limited knowledge and insufficient evidence. That is caused by all of us. We all have it. So ladies and gentlemen, courage is not about finishing your school, doing your homework, doing your business plan. Courage is about acting even you have limited knowledge and insufficient evidence. Good habit. So you must practice good habit. Now, character is necessarily strengthened by the cultivation of good habits. Habits is a second nature, and as it has been said, that all is habit in mankind, even virtue itself. And patience. Now, the patient man is surely one who is unhurried in his mind and who finds it possible to relax within. Now, one thing is sure, so long as the din and the jar of life do not get into the inner essence of man, he is safe. Now, a ship in a storm at sea may be pounded hard by the wind and waves, but if he has a steady captain and a dry engine with her motors throbbing on, she will ride out the storm. she will ride out the storm. So you will ride out the storm because the ship is there. Hope program. Okay? And we have a dry engine, a system. Okay? And we have the model, the people in the hope program itself, to ride you all out of the storm. Okay? Lastly, it's about usefulness. Usefulness. There is a difference between self-love and selfishness. Self-love means having the personal security, knowledge, and skills to be able to affirm your existence. You now have in your hand, ladies and gentlemen, personal security by having an extra 5-figure income and the knowledge and skills to affirm your existence. Now, self-love is based on sufficiency, not deficiency. Selfishness, on the other hand, is deficiency disease. Selfishness, on the other hand, is deficiency disease. The selfish person does not love himself too much, but too little. In fact, he hates himself. He hates himself. So you should not be selfish. You should be more than willing to share about the hope program. You should be more than willing to help these people to live a better and happy life. Okay? And not being selfish, not to just share with them. So when you put yourself in the center of all your thoughts, to the exclusion of everyone else, you are close to committing personality suicide. Let me repeat that again. When you put yourself in the center of all your thoughts, to the exclusion of anyone around you, you are close to committing personality suicide. Now, self-pity and self-interest are destructive maladies causing the personality to wither and die. Now, a person at any age, under any circumstances, can feel better by reaching out to others. Now, helpful people are joyous people, and joy does good, like medicine. So I strongly encourage you to reach out to people, okay? Helping them to also be a joyous people by giving them the medicine of living a better and good life. We have come to the end of our sharing on the basic virtue as part of Hope Program Personal Improvement Educational System. And we sincerely hope that you will repeat the training whenever you are free and have a clear understanding of virtue that's going to help you to be a better person, not only to your family, but to your friends and society. We also hope that you too will help as many people as possible to live a better and happy life, and not to be selfish, and to practice all that we have teach you about not being selfish, okay? About love, belief, hope. And I look forward to your next training. And from there on, take care, good day, and God bless.